right, so today we're diving into something kind of different. We've got a whole stack of articles here, and they're all about, well, um, wood pallets.
Wood pallets, yeah. Not exactly glamorous, right? But you'd be surprised what people are doing with them.
Yeah, I gotta admit, when I first saw this, I was like, okay, maybe a rustic coffee table. But these articles go way beyond that.
Way beyond. We're talking like full-on furniture sets, beds, bookshelves, even like patio swings.
I saw that swing thing. That's kind of what got me interested, to be honest.
It's impressive, the creativity, and it really taps into that whole DIY sustainable living thing that's everywhere these days.
Totally. Okay, so we've got one main article here. It's like 15 ways to repurpose wood pallets. 15, who knew?
It's a testament to how versatile they are. And it's not just about aesthetics either. Like, there's this one article that shows you how to make a rainwater collection system out of pallets for your garden.
Oh, wow, that's actually really smart.
Yeah.
Gotta love a good 2-for-1.
Exactly. So you're being eco-conscious and saving money. It's a win-win.
Okay, so before I get too carried away and start building a pallet mansion, what about safety? Any, like, red flags we should be aware of before we even pick up a hammer?
Absolutely. Good you brought that up. Safety first, always, especially when you're working with, reclaimed materials.
Right, because who knows where these things have been.
Exactly. So the articles really emphasize using untreated wood, like no pressure-treated stuff, because you don't want those chemicals leaching into your garden or, God forbid, your house.
Yeah, definitely not the kind of rustic charm we're going for.
Right. And always sand down those edges, Splingers are not a good look.
I've been there. Not fun.
And depending on what you're building, you might need to reinforce things. Like if you're making a bookshelf, you're going to want some extra support for all those books. The articles actually recommend metal brackets, even tell you what kind to use.
So it's about being smart and informed, not just slapping some boards together and calling it a day.
Exactly. And that's part of the appeal for me. It's this blend of creativity and practicality. Like you're being resourceful, you're being responsible, and you're putting your own personal stamp on things.
I love that. So for our listener who's maybe feeling inspired right now, what would you say is the big takeaway from all of this?
I think it's about shifting your perspective. It's so easy to look at something like a wood pallet and just see, well, trash. But with a little imagination, it can be so much more. And that's not just limited to pellets, right? It's about looking at all sorts of everyday materials and seeing the potential. This deep dive just scratches the surface.